level of concern about transferring this climate?
I mean, I guess it's always a part of our culture in this day and age. The reality of it is, for us to have the season that we want and to play 14 some odd games this fall, we're probably going to need both guys anyway. And to think that one guy's going to just come out of this thing unscathed and clean, probably not realistic. There is a level of concern, but I also know the character of these two guys and the buy-in that they've had, and this is their team, and they both feel like they're part of this team. And I'm not like overly concerned with it. Could it happen? Yeah, sure it could, but it's not keeping me up at night. I'll say that. I gotta kind of make that call of who's gonna be the guy, but I will say they're both making it very difficult because they're doing all the little things right, and that's a good sign that if they're both doing that, that should permeate to a lot of the other guys on the team. You know, I don't think you have to be the most vocal guy, especially in this day and age, right? You know, the idea of being in the huddle and the quarterback, you know, looking you in the eye and those things, you know, the no huddle thing has kind of changed that some. But if you're doing things the right way, you're carrying yourself the right way, and you know, you're doing things in such that you represent the university and our football program the right way, that's as powerful, as impactful as anything. You know, I think Bijan, like I was saying earlier, I think he's a better human being than he is a football player. And that's saying a lot because he's a heck of a football player, but he's a tremendous leader. He's a tremendous teammate. He's unbelievable for our community. He's just got that it factor, and it's not a sometime thing for him. It's not a show. That is exactly who he is deep down in his soul, and really proud of him and all that he's accomplished up until this point of his life. But I think he's even got better days ahead of him. You know, recruiting is a big component to what we do. It really is our lifeline. We have an awesome product. The University of Texas is a tremendous product to sell. We've got a world-class education. We've got a rich history and tradition football program. We've got a great stadium, great facility. I think we've got, if not the best, one of the top coaching staffs in America. We've got 550,000 living alumni. So there's a lot of really cool things to sell. And in the end, each kid is different. Each kid is looking for something a little bit different that is important to them. And our job is to find out those things that are important to them and explain to them how the University of Texas is that fit for them. And so I don't think there's one company line that we just use. I think that's why you have to develop relationships, and you have to do a great job of developing those relationships and then finding out what is the thing that is that niche for that young man, and then show him how the University of Texas is that asset for them and their future, whether that's in the classroom, whether that's on the football field, whether that's life after football, whatever that may be, because we've got a really cool product that is big, but selling big all the time may not be for every kid. It may be one niche, and we've got to find that niche. Coming here to play at the University of Texas, it's not for everybody. You got to want to be great. And you got to want to be great in all aspects of life. And if that's what you want, then this is a tremendous place for you. But if it may not be for everybody, and that's okay, because we want kids that want to be here. If we have to talk them into doing it, that might not be the right fit for them. I think cultures are formed organically. I don't think you can put a sign up on a wall that says culture, or everybody put on a t-shirt that says culture, and all of a sudden you got a really good culture. I think they are formed organically, and for it to happen organically, you have to give the players a little bit of a sense of ownership of that, and then you try to steer them in a way of making sure that we're staying within the guidelines of what we're trying to accomplish. And I think our players, our leadership, has done a good job of recognizing the guidelines of where we're trying to stay within, and then build our culture from there. And I've been impressed. I have to say, I've been really, really impressed. It goes back to the players' buy-in to say, okay, these are some of the parameters that Coach Sark and our staff are looking for. This is how we're going to get there. And then we try to support them along the way and build them up along the way to let them know that's exactly what we're looking for. Yep, that's what we're looking for. No, I wouldn't do it that way. I would do it this way. And so our leadership committee's done a great job of that. And I think they've got 32 new players that are on our roster bought into a culture that we started to build since January.